How's it going, guys? Today I'm gonna be playing my favorite game of all time and probably the greatest game that we'll ever see in our lifetime. So let's dive right into it. Not only is the gameplay just so immersive, enjoyable, and like breathtaking, but the developers themselves are just so wholesome, selfless, and they're just so perfect and amazing. From update baiting for more than 2 years to trauma dumping your customers to guilt buying your game. Jokes aside, I'm gonna be going through these archives, not even from like the entire lore of the game's development, but I'm just gonna be going back to like mid 2022. I'm gonna be going through basically like all the shit I find notably disgusting. And if you've made it this far and you like just realized this is me gonna be shitting on the game, I'm sorry, that's totally a skill issue, that's on you. The creature survival genre is already just so bare bones as it is right now. From the lack of diversity, the lack of art style, everything and everybody is just trying to copy each other and one up each other. Most notably, my favorite example, Path of Titans, adding in a dinosaur that was probably being developed for no more than 5 minutes just because the Isle announced another playable that they're going to be adding, or they dropped a concept art. Because after they announced they're adding Dinochirus, they dropped the, what was it? I don't know. But the IO announced, hey, the community, dinosaur, no way, whatever. The Dinochirus. A few days later, boom, Dinochirus. Fully coded, fully programmed, definitely Dinochirus. Coincidence? Maybe. Do I think so? No. But back to Day of Dragons. Let's take a look back. Like I said, we're not gonna go too far back. All right, we're going back 2022, middle of 2022. So their Kickstarter ended November 10th, 2023, and as of that date, they had 12,123 backers and a total of $533,938. That is how much money they have had to work on this game. I understand three-dimensional third-person survival games are a bit of a hassle to work with, but there have been so many indie developers with less programmers and people working on the game than Be Awesome Games does. $500,000. 12,000 people have dumped their money into this game with little to nothing to show for it. This is the oldest post I'm going to show you guys. If you want to look at it yourself, go in their official Discord. I'm in there just to snoop around, see what's going on. I keep tabs on this game. I've kept tabs on it for years now. I bought it a few years ago, and I played it today. There is little to zero progress. The game is pretty much identical to what it was before, except with the inclusion of the two dragons they added. One of them being behind a Kickstarter paywall, and the other, yeah, that's free. Good for them. They got another free playable, which I think all of them should be free. They have four playables. The toothless looking one. They got this acid spitter Drake, which I'm sorry to inform you all, but I bought this a few years ago just to try it for science sakes. And then they got the fire dude and then the glowy dude. But yeah, sorry. Here's the oldest post I'm gonna show you guys. It is from July 8th, 2022. So this is when they were still in like pretty early development. But yeah, still pretty early development, and they're here spending their money manufacturing plushies for everybody. And if any of you know how expensive it is to start manufacturing products like this, custom designed manufactured plushies, it's literally thousands of dollars just to get. You can't just order like a handful of them. You have to get in bulk amounts, and that can cost thousands of dollars. This post, September 1st, 2022, the Blitzstriker DLC is now available for pre-order. Pre-order. First of all, another DLC dragon, really? Second of all, a pre-order for a playable that's not even out yet? Was your $500,000 from the Kickstarter not enough? Like, what are they doing with this money? Did Mr. Rhino guy go and gamble all the 500,000 the first day he got it? Obviously, the $500,000 didn't just pop up in one day. I just mean it probably trickled in over time, over a long period of time, however long the Kickstarter was up. But you gotta be joking. A pre-order for a playable that's not even out yet. There are four playables right now. Two of them being behind a paywall on top of the $20 price tag that you have to spend to buy the game. And some of you are going to say, oh, yeah, but you can play the DLC playables in game if somebody hatches you in. Yeah, them making it so you can be hatched in as it is just their excuse. Like, oh, it's a DLC, but you can still play it. Like, I'm sorry, but that's not an excuse. Just you may as well just give it to everybody for free then. If you're gonna say, oh yeah, but you can play it if they hatch you in, just shut up. Like, you cannot be defending this. November 1st, 2022. They delayed the 1.0 update, the big update. Oh, it's not coming out in 2022, but we're hoping for quarter 1 or quarter 2 of 2023. Flash forward today, it just came out last month, I believe. And then once it came out, they're like, whoopsies, we gotta split the big update into 4 parts, and the other parts aren't gonna come out for who knows how long. We don't have official dates for anything, but they're coming eventually. And at this point, they said they are hosting a 3-year anniversary. Wow, 3 years? No way. That's a 2-year time jump right now. On top of this, 3 years of development. Wow, the game and the DLC Dragon are on sale 15% off? No way. December 4th, 2022. Day of Dragons is 30% off. No way. 3-year anniversary? Oh my god, that's amazing. 'Tis a great time to purchase before the 1.0 release. Little do they know they still have a good year and a half before that actually happens. December 14th, 2022, our first teaser for what's coming in 2023. Merry Christmas. The gift that was never given. No way. They got this awesome trailer with sandworms and shit, and what happened? Instead, they got emote pack DLCs and another dragon playable DLC. And then here's this bullshit. Most games take 5 to 7 years to finish, with even 400 plus developers. Yeah, that's true. If you're talking about some massive scale MMO like World of Warcraft, New World, like, come on, that's not a very good comparison to make with what you have to present yourself with your progress. We thank you and appreciate your patience and understanding as we continue to work on Day of Dragons Update 1.0, coming soon and beyond, leading up to release of version 2.0. And what do we have? We just barely have 1.0, 2.0. You could probably expect in the next like 10 years. It was our plan to release Update 1.0 as our official release on Steam with the mega map, but technical issues beyond our control due to the sheer size of the map and insane amount of memory using it, we were unable to launch at 1.0 with the mega map. I wonder if that's just their excuse to drag out more DLCs, drag out their money, hold it on for the long run. But maybe they do actually have a good excuse behind the wall. I don't know, but they're not being very transparent. Day of Dragons progress has been going very well. I'm sure it has. The test server branch for Update 1.0 is stable, and I'm in the process of adding the Inferno Ravager, which we will be showing off to the content creators and viewers in next Friday's live stream. Viewers may be in for a shock. Wow. I'll give them credit for that one. We do have the Inferno Ravager DLC. Or not DLC, the playable, my bad. Sorry, saying DLC after everything has become a habit talking about this. And I'm sorry, but if their priority is putting these dragons out to content creators for the game's marketing, like it just seems like all they care about is publicity, more money, more DLCs, and half of what they're posting here is either merch, DLC, update coming soon, and then it doesn't. Just false hopes and just update baiting the entire player base they have. Here's them expecting 4 to 5 times their regular player amount when 1.0 drops, and keep in mind this is a year before Update 1 drops at all. Given their player base a little tease like, ooh, update coming soon. Please keep an open mind for this next screenshot. I am in no way, shape, or form shaming what happened. Today is our annual Memoriam sale event. Day of Dragons is 44% off, today only, February 17th, in memory of my late father, the man who inspired me to follow my dream and create this game. This is the biggest discount of the year, every year on my dad's birthday, and there is not going to be a better discount this year if you are wanting to purchase Day of Dragons before Update 1.0 drops. If you would like to purchase Day of Dragons at this incredibly low price that is only offered 1 day per year, visit our store on our website. So this statement is implying his father has passed away. That is a horrible thing to happen to somebody, is to see somebody you love, pass away. I really do have sympathy for this, but I feel like this is just an incredibly low marketing tactic. Just trauma dumping your player base and whatever people are in your Discord that don't have the game already to buy the game out of sympathy for you, out of guilt. But yeah, enough said. If you have bought this game and you thoroughly enjoy it, good for you. I really do hope that you get what you want and what you're expecting in the future For those of you who came here to just completely shit on the game, dump on it, dog on it, whatever, that is not my intent. I am making it seem that way on purpose, clearly. But I really do wish the best for the developers and the people that are genuinely working to make this game better. But from what I've seen, the lead developer of this game has little to no care for their audience or product. Just constantly dumping DLCs for a game that isn't even out yet. And I mean that in pretense. The game is out, but before the game even came out, they had dropped multiple emote packs that cost money. A dragon that costs $8, that's almost half what the game costs. Pumping out pre-orders for DLC dragons that aren't out yet, for dragons that shouldn't be paid to play anyway. I would be fine with the game's slow progress. I say the same thing about the Isle all the time. I am patient, I take my time, I keep up to date with everything. But what really gets me and rubs me in the wrong way is that they're pumping so much merchandise, DLC, and all this scummy shit to buy the game before the game even came out. I feel like they wouldn't feel the need to like push these ways for people to spend more money on the game if the game was actually good. If they put out a solid product, a good product people actually enjoy with a good amount of content, a good game loop that people can spend a lot of time playing, get immersed in, that is the goal for every game developer. But everything they're doing is just telling me, okay, their game is bad, so they're filling the gap with things to distract you and false promises to hold any hope that you have, so you're at least willing to spend some more money on the game and to make it seem like they're actively working on the game and progress is seriously being made. But I will give them credit where credit is due. They have made pretty big strides in the genre. There isn't any other game like this out there. If you go on Roblox, that's a different story. I've seen videos of people playing some crazy shit on Roblox done in a significantly less amount of time. Massive respect to Roblox game developers. Although I haven't played any of them myself, I have seen the work that they put into it. As a very amateur game developer myself, I've been on and off game developing for the better part of 4 years now. I understand how difficult it is and the intense slope it is for developers to work on Unreal Engine and Unity. But from what I've seen, it's just inexcusable and it's just actually laughable. I find it absolutely disgusting, like how they're doing things, what they're doing, and how they're treating their player base, because their players do genuinely deserve a good game. Everybody deserves the game they want. But once again, creature survival game players will never get the game they want, ever. Maybe not in our lifetime, maybe not in our next few generations. I don't think it's gonna happen. Unless this genre gets picked up by a AAA company, I genuinely don't think we're gonna see any huge improvements in the quality of life, or just overall quality of the games themselves. It's sad, it's unfortunate, but it's true. The Isle, we're heading on 9 years now of development. You guys probably have noticed the severe lack of content from similar creators. Like, there's just so little content being pumped out. 99% of creature survival genre content being put out right now is either like update videos like, oh, this is coming to the game soon, or this is coming to the game soon, you know? For Path of Titans, The Isle, like, I stopped posting gameplay myself so long ago. I just can't stand playing these games anymore. I love keeping up to date with all the games, just seeing how they're doing, their progress, but it is just so slow. It just kills your hopes for whatever's coming, and then you completely forget about it, and then you check in on it like months later, like, oh, I wonder how the game's doing, and then they've added nothing. But hey, if you guys like Day of Dragons, that's perfectly fine. I'm glad you enjoy the game, but it really is sad that you guys aren't getting the game you deserve from the money that has been put into it. It's just really unfortunate. You don't believe me? Go play Day of Dragons for yourself. If you agree with me, then nice. If you disagree with me, then also nice. That's perfectly fine. Throw whatever you think in the comments, and yeah, I'll see you.